Hello guys. Just wanted to make a short video on configuration driven approach. So let me give you one example. Here we remember we have event duplication feature on partners. So people can now duplicate events. This was I think made by Sunil ages ago. And recently we added itineraries, facts, and itineraries and facts. We added two new fields, and I thought, okay, we should, if people are duplicating event, we should allow them to copy those as well, right? Makes sense. But the only problem is if you look at the diff for event duplicate modal. Give me 1 second, my screen sharing is crashing. Okay, we are back over here. Let me hide the chat section. You can see that previously, you see that there is this checkbox selection which I have modified and added FAQs and itineraries at the end. That's fine, right? But that's not enough for the rest of the function to function well. I have to go, if you look at the previous function over here, you can see um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's assume the user selects all four options, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have added two more, 5 and 6. The problem is I need to go into the business logic, into the core logic of the copying function and specify the new parameters again. I need to go over here and add FAQs equals duplicate option dot FAQs, optional chain FAQs or empty brackets, and do the same for itineraries. And what else? Yeah, I need to go and mess with business logic. And that is one approach that I will always suggest you to avoid. Write your code in such a way that, let's say, if you are building the feature for the first time, you have a configuration that people can come in future and modify that configuration, and they won't have to play around with the business logic. Business logic remains intact as possible. So you can see over here in the new code, what I have done is, of course, I used AI, but I know the principle. So what I have asked the AI is to get rid. Simply, I have asked it in the chat that, hey, improve the duplicate function to be more dynamic and driven by configuration and selected option. That's it. It gave me the output. I checked it. So this is what it happens. Now it has removed all this red code and added this green code, meaning it will check copy options. I have also renamed the variable of this. So this checkbox data is called copy options, the options that we provide to the user, and user will select them on a form, and then we get form data. So we have a configuration that we provide to the user, and we get the user selected preference via form data. So you have a configuration, you have the form data. You just need to cross reference those in a loop. You don't have to do this manually. So configuration driven approach always means having a configuration that is iterable, that is loopable. You can go through a loop. So, and you have the form data over here. So copy options for each, what is value? For each value is basically this field value: event dot scanner, event dot ticket, event dot waitlist, event dot itineraries, event dot FAQs, etc. So for copy options, for each option that is there, check if the user has selected or not, if form data dot value, whether the user has selected or not. If the user has selected, then do this logic. If not, leave it empty. If the user has selected and if there is a special field called tickets, we want to reset all the sold values to 0. So this is the only special case that we need to handle for tickets. Else, um, oops, else just copy the present value from this event from where we are duplicating to a new event. So copy that. This is the part where the actual copy is happening. That's it. So tomorrow, let's say we add a new field on events. Let's say, I don't know, terms of conditions or refund policy or something like that. We could, right? So let's say we add a new field that we want to copy. All the only thing that you'll have to do is come to this configuration and add the key value of that new field, event dot refund policy. Done. You don't have to do anything else in the business logic. That is the idea, and that is what I would suggest you all to embrace this way of coding.